My seventh time making this, and it keeps going wrong, so I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can. Halloween Haunt 40th review map. Here it is. My camera has all my clips on there. All my clips are on my memory card. My memory card's with Carter because Carter's editing it. So yeah, guys, basically that. Here's some haunt stuff that I got. Haunt guards. Oh, those are the haunt. Those are the Greenwich card. Halloween Haunt 40th cards. 3D glasses. Pumpkin Twin mask. Opening night ticket. And Halloween Haunt 40th bag. And then there's keychains and programmer keys in my room. I don't feel like getting those. So let's go straight to trick or treat. Sorry guys, I'm rushing, but I try to do this 5, 6 times. It is not going right. Trick or treat, 8 out of 10. Love the maze, love the sets, but talent was weak. They just need to step it up. First night it was basically a giant maze, or not giant maze, giant line throughout the maze, and we got stuck in the witch's kitchen for 15 minutes, and it sucked being in there because it was hot and it was sweaty. Or I was sweaty, and it was stuffy, and there was too many people, and there was body heat, and the monsters I felt bad for because they were in full costume, and they were just sitting there, and it's hard to scare guests that you've seen for 15 minutes. But overall, 8 out of 10. Talent could have been better. The only reason why it's a giant line is because at the end there's a little show. I'm not gonna spoil anything about that, but they figured it out the second night. End games, like it this year. New location, a little bit shorter, but what can you do? Noticed a lot of mazes are kind of shorter this year. But by far, really like the new location this year, by far. Um, Better than last year's, I personally believe. I like the ending a lot more with the Ross monster now, and they have like all that stuff. It was really cool, so 8 out of 10. Dominion of the Dead, my favorite maze this year. 10 out of 10. Love the soundtrack, love the monsters in it, love the sets, the eerie feeling. All of it was amazing. If you get a chance to walk through alone, or if it's like 1 in the morning and no one's in line, spit in your group, space yourself out, go in alone. That's what me and Carter did. Second night, I loved it going through alone. It was absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 by far. Delirium, only like a couple new things this year. Could have been better. Really, really, not really disappointed, but I was kind of disappointed just because some monsters didn't, fully get into the group. But it's opening weekend. I still gotta find it. I'm gonna be going one more time during the year, like a Thursday or something like that. So, Terra, I didn't give it a rating. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. A little bit disappointed with it, but overall, it was still good. Terror London, really disappointed with this maze this year. No one attempted, or people attempted, but they didn't really succeed. I mean, what can you do to scare me? But other than that, I feel like no one really tried. I think I just went through on bad times. I don't know what was going on, but they could have been better. Six, or not six, 7 out of 10 for that maze. Uncle Willie's Slaughterhouse, out of all the returning mazes, by far my favorite. Absolutely amazing. Loved it. Loved the new set. Loved the monster is really getting aggressive. I like that. Love this the smell thing going on throughout the kitchen. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm just gonna say, guys, the ending, below it, like I loved it. Loved the whole new set of the feeling and everything. Completely loved it. So I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. Pinocchio Unstrung. Pinocchio Unstrung is a new one this year, where Doll Factory used to be. Everyone said, "Oh, Doll Factory's gone. That was good. Why'd you guys take it away?" It was boring, basically, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. For all you people that don't understand, mazes have a haunt, life, and it exceeded it. It shouldn't have come back for last year, but one last year, and it was overdue. It was overdue. Pinocchio Unstrung, though, I went through this maze the most, 15 times, 15 to 20 times. Um, Opening night, and then the second night I think we through 10. So I've been through this about 30, 25 to 30 times already, um, which is hilarious. Pinocchio Unstrung, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I really liked the sets, really liked it. It was really good. And, I mean, it takes over as like the doll effect, for Doll Factory, but it's the puppet. The masks were good. Really like the ghillie suit room. That's the room that got me the most. And I love the use of the cornstalker guy at the end, but changing it up. Really like that. So maybe that a 9 out of 10. Um, Dia de los Muertos. Personally, I think it was a major disappointment. I gave it a 6 out of 10 this year. Which is sad to say, but the only person that really creeped me out or anything was Snooky. You were good. Really liked it. I mean, what can you do? It's Dia. It's overdue. So 6 out of 10. Sorry to say. Uncle Bobo's Big Top of the Bazaar. They changed it up this year a little bit at the end, and I liked it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Talent tried to amp it up. I like the use of the cornstalker stuff at the end. So 8 out of 10 for that. Bigger Chivas, you are one of the few people that got me this year, so good job, or at least in that maze. I mean, but good job, you did get me. Evil Dead, I don't really like it. It could have been better, but um, it was good. I mean, for a log ride, it was okay. I'm gonna give that a 7 out of 10. Could have been better. Virus G featuring the Carrie finale. Virus G, it's the same. I loved it, and then when you get to the ending, it's really good. I liked it. Definitely, get that feel of Carrie and stuff like that. Really liked it. Gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It could have been a little bit better. But what can you do? I like the Carrie ending a lot. But still like Virus G, still a good maze. Fallout Shelter. Um, I really don't like how it's super dark in that maze. I understand they're trying to make it creepy, but I was running into people. Like, I couldn't see this far in front of me the first time I went through, and I bumped right into the group in front of me, and I felt bad. I couldn't see them. That's why. Like, I mean, maybe put like a little flickering light or something to see at least a little bit in front of you, because I was bumping into the group, and I felt really bad. First time I went through, they were weak. I mean, it might have been a bad time again. Second I went through, they were aggressive. I liked it, so I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. Um, Out of overall the mazes, I'm gonna give the mazes a 9.5 out of 10 this year. They were good. I love the stuff. A little bit short, but whatever. Showtimes. I didn't get to see Ed Alonzo this year. We were on a rush. Tonga I didn't see Hanging Games. Could have been better. Who they hang like when they, but it's hard. A lot of stuff. They didn't get a lot of stuff this year. Hanging Games. Who they hung. Didn't really kind of care. Um, it's a good show, but still. The Witching Hour, the Midnight Witch Hanging. See it. It is absolutely amazing. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Manifestos, Mechanical Mayhem, 9, 10, 11. Go see it, guys. You'll love it. Blood Drums I saw was pretty good. I saw walking into Slaughterhouse because there's a little line, so I watched like 10 minutes of it. So it was good. It could have been a little bit better though. Um, Cursed, I watched half of it in line for not Dominion, and it's good. It's like in the way back now, way 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 back, like right in front of Wardrobe, I believe, in the middle of Delirium, not Dominion and Endgames. Zamora's Sideshow of Torture didn't see, but I've heard it's pretty good. So next time I'm gonna try to check these out. So Haunt Unearthed, go see it. It's in the Mystery Lodge. People have I've asked, like, 'cause we couldn't find it for the first night. People didn't know where it was. And the second night when I was with a couple of, like, there's a lot of the empty gravecast there with us, and we couldn't find it. We asked employees. They said, oh, we don't know. So I don't know. And there was one girl that knew, and it was just they didn't. Like, they had a sign, but the doors have to open. You have to get there in a certain time, and no one knew where it was. And me and Carter finally found it. I think at the 11:30 showing. Go see it. Really good. Now on to Trapped. Wow. We had a 7:30 reservation. Wow. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 just because it was a little short, but I loved it. Loved it. Just the whole feeling. I'm not gonna release anything about it. Not gonna say anything other than if you can, go through it. Go support them. They are absolutely amazing. All of them. Okay. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Go support them. $60. I understand people are like, oh, it's $60. Honestly, it's sold out both nights. It's that good. Some people are coming out, oh, I didn't like it, stuff like that. I liked it. What can you like? I don't get. People are just, oh, it wasn't scary, stuff like that. It's gonna definitely bring out some fears for you people. Um, I'm gonna talk about the tricksters now. They do like a little ceremony because I saw it the second night, didn't see the first night. First night because if you're doing pre-scare, you don't get to see the witch do her speech out front because she comes up, like rises up and does her speech. Um, but then they do one in Ghost Town. I'm not gonna say what we're gonna have it recorded, so you're gonna see that. But the tricksters, they basically just get to mess around with the guests. Me and Carter followed them around through Carnival for a little bit, And they were just messing around and feel, oh, that's the stupidest mask I've ever seen. I personally like the mask because they're like this, and they're plastic, but they lift it up and they have makeup on. It was really good. I liked them. They were really fun to watch, and the witch, it was fun to walk around. But really like the tricksters this year. Overall haunt this year, 10 out of 10 for me. But what can you do? Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get going real fast because I have a phone call to answer. But yeah, 10 out of 10. So yeah.